So even with all the festivities this weekend, bases loaded, their team trailing, and you still got the ovation and the chants out there.
I know. I was like, wow, playing it out. You know what? That was the first at-bat this weekend that I really thought, wow, Lord, this. You put me one more time up here to do something special, But you know what? They made some good pitch, and I lay off some good pitch too. But I'm just happy that we come out with a win. It was kind of a little bit scary right there in the ninth. But it'll show you that type of ball club that you have on the other side. I've been in that side, too many times. Always the thought is about never give up. Every at bats, it counts like your last one, and that'll show you right there is easy. You could have easily, winning 6-0, you could easily just go out there and just throw every at bats away, whatever, and 3 out. Who cares? Then those guys just grinding day in and day out, and I just wish them best of luck, and also apologize too for throwing some of the pitchers out of the routine. It's really it's really tough, but I think you can't control the best friends in baseball.
You shared the other day the emotion almost got the best of you. Did that at any point tonight happen? Has it kind of hit in and lump in the throat?
Yeah, right there with bases loading, it did a little bit. It did, but I was like, okay, you still need to do a job right here, especially because we only went in by 2 runs. That inning was really important for us, and that'll show you right there in the bottom of the ninth. Those guys came back and scored 4 runs. I think you think about, you celebrate, but there's some things that you cannot take for granted, and that was part of my thing. I just stepped back and I was like, okay, man, you need to do your job and try to drive some runs here. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, but that's why you got 8 guys after me, and help me out and pick me out, and Fletcher got a big hit, and we were able to score 4 more runs in that inning.
Albert, can you describe what the fans mean to you in this regard? Not only did you play well, but you and your teammates were champions twice. Can you describe the idea of being a champion and what the fans feel about that?
Well, there's nothing that they did this weekend, surprise me. That's what they do. They share, this moment. We share a lot of great moments, up and downs, in this organization, 11 years here, 9 playoffs, 3, went to 3 World Series, 1, 2. Just a lot, in common, and those are moments, that I share with them. And I'm pretty sure, they're rooting for me, even though I went west, and, there were some people that were mad at me and all that. But you know what? All that is past gone. I think that'll show you this weekend, how much I appreciate about, just what I've done in the field. Because to me, that's great. That's the honor, it's the blessing that God has given me. But the things for me is the impact that I'm making in the community, with the Down syndrome and people around. And I think at the end of the day, I said it since I came up to the big leagues. To me, numbers, at the end of the day, no disrespecting, but I don't care about that. What I care is about the relationship that I built, and I have built with that organization, and what I do off the field. That's more important to me, and that's how I want the fans and everybody else to remind.
Albert, when did you record that video of the fans, and why did you feel like you wanted to do that?
Because I think it was necessary, just to appreciate them, the love, and the love that they show me, not just this weekend, but my whole career pretty much. Because I still get an email to my foundation, even though I'm out west, about people just rooting for me, and just something that I decided to do it. It came up to me probably on Friday, and I shared with several people that I care about it, and they give me a lot of wisdom, and I can trust, and they were like, I think that's the best thing that you can do, and I felt that today was the right moment to do that. I know there were a lot of people probably that left and they didn't get to see it, but I know that the Cardinals are going to put it on Twitter and all that stuff, so people that left, they're going to be able to see it. But I feel that it was necessary to just share how much it means, not just for me, but for my wife Deidre, my 5 kids, my family, and friends, that were here for this weekend.
Albert, the exchange in the jerseys with Yachty, was that kind of planned or just spontaneous?
I think that was, we thought about it. I was like, hey, you think it's going to be, what do you think about it? How do you think people are going to take? But you know what, man, I think at the end of the day, we have mutual respect for this game, and that's something that we felt from our heart that we should do it, and we went for it. And I thought, and no matter what happened, on Sunday with the gang, I think it's a good idea to do it at the play. and just signing his changer, something that's gonna be in my trophy case, and he's gonna keep mine too, and he's gonna be in the in his trophy case. But I think is to see Yadi, to see the man that he has become, the leader, the champion, the success, and everything else. Just I can close my eyes right now. I remember him, this little boy walking into Cardinals camp, and just the man that he has become is just unbelievable. So I love that kid. He's like my little brother, and it's something that I want to do. I think it was necessary for both of us.
When you look back at this weekend, sorry.
It's okay.
When you look back at this weekend, is there one thing about it that'll stand out? Like, is there any way that you can sum up the emotions you felt here?
No, now. I mean, but probably, in the next couple of days here, and but especially I think yesterday when I was to be able to hit that home run, and to round the base, and seeing the fans do that, and really for that long, I only saw one person, that they did that in the visiting sign. I think it was King Griffith Jr. when he hit his 500. But nothing like it was yesterday. So I think that moment right there, I said it, that was one of the moments that really kind of like brought me, almost like broke me out, in tears, and I had to walk down to pull my helmet and my glove because I felt that I was going to lose it. And unfortunately, I said it yesterday, we didn't win the game, but the fans came out to see two great teams, the best player in the game play, and at this level, the way that he goes about it. And I think, as I know, Cardinal Nation really appreciate the way that Trotter went about it and the way that he plays the game. They enjoy that. I wish he would have hit a couple of home runs for the fans, but you know what? He had a great series. And like I say, hopefully, I'll be gone, but Trout is going to be here, and he's going to come through this stadium probably a couple of more times before he's done playing. So just to share this moment with my teammates too, and I think it's really special.
Albert, you got to say hello to an old friend. Kathleen Mertz held up the sign that said, Albert Pujols, my best friend in the whole universe. You went into the stands to hug her. What was your emotion doing that?
Well, I think that's part of my passion, to really be able to do the things that I do for family with Down syndrome. I mean, I have a daughter, Isabella, she's 21, and she almost comes to every other events, and to be able to see her here and ask me to hit a home run. Unfortunately, I think that might be the first time that I let her down, and I didn't hit one. But you know what? I'm just blessed, and thank God for this opportunity. As you know, as a grinding during the season, and I was just asking the Lord to keep me healthy, the rest of the season, but especially for this series, because I want to be able to embrace and enjoy and give the opportunity to the fans to watch me play. I won't say the last time because, as you know, anything can happen. We can meet in the World Series. I can be here, in October playing. Who knows? Hopefully that happens. But I still got 2 more years on my contract, and I might, you never know. We might meet again here. So I won't say that this is the last time. I would never use the word never, because I might come back here again.
It seemed like this whole weekend was fun for you, but was there any pressure at all, or were you able to just truly enjoy all of this?
There's really, 20 years as a professional, 19 years in the big leagues. There's so much wisdom and there's so much that I have in this game that I'm not really pressured or not even there with bases loaded when you have almost 45,000 people, sharing your name, which you never see that, like they're your own fans, like rooting, against their home team, for me to do something special. So, no, I didn't put any pressure. And I think for me, you covered me for a long time, on the other side. I really just, I told myself I'm going to enjoy every moment. I'm going to do everything, and then I'm gonna prepare myself the way that I prepare myself for the game, and that's what I did. I enjoyed every morning, every moment, and I'm telling you, in the next couple of days here, I probably gonna really enjoy it more, you know, because it was so much and it happened so quick.
Albert, there was a lot of build-up for your return as it was a long time coming. After the reception that you got, do you feel any resolution with Cardinals fans?
Resolution.
Like, just because there was complicated feelings before and just the love that they showered upon you, do you ever feel like
I never really thought of that negative, even to the fans. I mean, they were heartbroken when that happened, but you know what? This wasn't a weekend to think about that. You know, it's been 8 years. I think, you know, you flip that page and any negative thing that can come through your mind, like I block it, you know, because this is about, you know, celebrating with the best fans in baseball and celebrate, you know, the time that I play here and the success that I have here. So for me, that's what I say. I think the time was perfect, you know, 8 years, because I think if I would have come, you know, the next year after I left here, I don't think it would have been as special like it was this weekend. So I don't know, but I don't read the future. I can't go back. So all I can just really take is just this weekend and enjoy and treasure for the rest of my life.
One more, guys.
Albert, now that it's over, as unbelievable as the weekend was, is part of you kind of glad that A, you don't have a game tomorrow, and B, you're going to be able to get back into your normal baseball routine?
You know what, buddy? If I get to come tomorrow and do it again here, I'll do it in a heartbeat. So I enjoy the game of baseball. You know, I felt like this weekend it's almost like, you know, it took me back in 2011 when we were in the playoff in the World Series. So I enjoy every moment. So I don't regret. I'm glad. I'm blessed. I thank God for this moment. I mean, just if I had to do it again tomorrow or next week, let's go. You know, because this was fun.
Thanks, Albert.
Thank you.